You went up in the air. You did a flip in the air.
Yeah.
And then you landed
down on my head.
Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you?
I'm just dandy.
Yes, you are.
So, I usually go to New Orleans for Halloween for October.
Yes.
And this year, I don't think I'm going to go.
Oh.
I know. I've got so much to do. And I'm really depressed about it because I
Really love to.
I really love to be in New Orleans in October. It's my favorite time.
Yeah.
I like to spend a week or two there.
Well, that cemetery is spooky.
It is spooky. I love it. So instead, this is quite the difference. I'm going to go to Disneyland. You want to come with?
Well, that's a switch. Oh, I don't know.
I love Disneyland.
I know you do.
I love Disney. I love the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Although, you know what?
What?
I don't love it at Halloween. Because they do the Nightmare Before Christmas, which I love.
Yeah.
But I like my classic Disney Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
I even, as you know, build a walk through scary.
Oh, do I know?
So that time I built a 9-room walk-through house that looked like a big white southern plantation, kind of looking like Disneyland.
Yeah.
And each room had different ornate, and then I had a screening room at the end where like scary movies were on loop, and I had little passages where I could go in and out of the walls and scare the crap out of
What made me laugh so bad is your friend went through it and she was running so fast she fell out the entrance. Poor baby.
That was awesome. So yeah, I'm like that. I love to scare people.
Oh, you always have.
I know.
Always.
I think I get, well, speaking of the Haunted Mansion, I went to an exhibition of some Disneyland memorabilia.
Oh, I know.
And I struck up a conversation with the guy that had all of these collectibles. I mean, millions of dollars worth of collectibles.
Yes.
And he gave me something from the original Haunted Mansion.
Yes. And that's your sacred treasure.
It's my sacred treasure. It's a place setting from the actual, from the Haunted Mansion. And I've got like the whole place setting. And it's got an authenticity card. It's got, it's just amazing to me. Like that's one of my treasures. But, so I think that I'll spend a couple days at Disneyland around Halloween. And I would love it if you would come, please.
Nah.
Mom.
What?
You don't want to ride roller coasters and go upside down and and have cotton candy and wear mouse ears and
no.
Where's your sense of adventure and spirit?
Well, it's not at Disneyland.
Wow. Wow. You know, I think I got my sense of adventure from you.
You probably did.
You know, when you were young, that's how I started that video with Grandma. When you were young, when you were young, you found out your husband had a girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
So you went and found out who she was, made friendly with her, and then what happened?
Well, we went out drinking.
Yeah.
And I wasn't hardly drinking. I was just putting her to her good. And I said, well, we better go eat so we can go home. And she was so drunk. She face went right down in her food, and that's where it stayed. I called him and told her, come and get your lady friend. Her face is in the food.
So you got her so drunk she passed out in her food and then you called him?
Yeah.
He must have been so shocked.
To come and get her.
Grandma, you're what they call savage.
I know, and I loved it.
That's weird. That brought back memories. You were a daredevil.
I sort of was.
Sort of was.
Yeah.
Mom, you and that pogo stick.
Oh, I love my pogo stick. I wish they still made pogo sticks like they did back in the day.
Tell everybody what you did on that pogo stick.
Oh, I'd do everything. I could climb stairs, go downstairs. I could spin around. I was trying to do flips from the porch.
On a pogo stick. So you'd flip off the porch on a pogo stick and then bounce.
Yeah, but I could never get it.
Oh, you couldn't?
No.
So would you just land on your head?
No, I didn't land on my head. I'd land on my back.
Jeez, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I tried over and over and over.
Wow. And you'd walk on stilts?
Yes, I love my stilts. But one time my brother got up on the roof of the house to walk on stilts, and I said, I want to try getting up there that far.
Wait, what?
My brother made stilts, but
High as the house?
he had to get on them at the roof of the house, yes.
And then you tried that.
Well, I wanted to see if I could do it.
Did you?
I couldn't get up that high. I got up on the pig shed.
How high is the pig shed?
It was about 8 feet in the air. I
See.
did that one.
You did?
Yeah.
And you were a really good jump roper.
Oh boy, I was.
Could you do double ropes?
Oh yes. In fact, they'd make the ropes, my brothers would hold the ends of the ropes, and they thought it was funny if they'd go so fast and whip my leg.
Oh, jeez.
It hurt so bad.
Oh, yeah, what a
But
little
I
brat.
usually could keep up with it, you know.
It's funny when you think, like...
And hula hoops. I was good with the hula hoop.
You were?
Yeah. And
So-
my baton,
You were very athletic.
well, I wouldn't say that, but I didn't hold still for a minute.
You still don't. You were just complaining that your legs are sore because you
yeah.
walked 7 miles today.
Yeah.
You still don't hold still.
Well, I shouldn't have sore muscles from that, though.
You put a new treadmill in your gym, and so you had the elliptical, and
Yeah.
then you had the bike
Yeah.
and the weights, and now you added a treadmill,
Yeah,
and now you're loving it. And every day you're like,
I do, but I'm going
go
to...
gadget.
I go too fast.
You do.
Yeah.
Don't fall down.
I won't. I'm at the jog, you know, I walk so fast it's turned into a jog.
But you did 7 miles today.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. No wonder you're sore.
Well, I'm a little sore. I don't know why.
You're doing better than I am. Amazing.
I wish they still made batons and...
Well, they do. I saw there's a girl on TikTok sells hula hoops and does all these hula hoop things. And batons. I've seen them both.
I've seen the hula hoops they have nowadays. They're all light and flimsy.
Really?
How could you keep that up?
I don't
You
know.
need one with the weight in it.
Oh,
You know, a heavy duty large one, so you could really get it going above your head and your arm and get it down around your ankles and bring it back up over your head. And I loved it.
you should practice and do it again. I'll
Yeah.
get you a hula hoop. I'll get you like a weighted hula hoop.
Well, that's the only kind I would use because the ones they have now are so light, it's a rip-off.
And that would be a good workout. You could like that too. Not only is it fun, but it would be another workout you could do.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
You know, I with kids today, with video games and the internet, and they don't go outside. I'm so glad we grew up in a time where we just were outside.
All the time.
I was a daredevil for sure.
Yeah, but we'd get thrown out of the house for going in the house.
Yeah, well, me too.
You get outside and play.
Same with you.
Oh.
You did that to us too. Get outside
Go play in the dirt.
until the streetlights come on.
Yep.
Yep. I remember I made a train. We all my friends, we went and each of us stole a shopping cart from the store, and we used clothes hangers and we wired them all together, and we put couch cushions in each one, or bed cushions, pillows or something, and then every kid got in, and I don't know how I was strong enough to pull that thing, or I think two of us.
Well, I think you did it downhill.
We did do it a little downhill, and we had two of us were pulling with belts, I think. And remember, we made you get in it, and you did. You got in that, and that was funny. Then,
Well, you used to put your cousins in a box and slide them down the steps, downstairs.
I love to slide down the stairs in a box. Speaking of that train, though, I remember going down that hill and it lost control, and I had to just step out of the way. And it went all the way down the hill, and it crashed at the bottom.
Yeah.
Everybody's still in the buggies.
Yeah.
And, but nobody cried, nobody whined, and we were hurt.
Yeah.
Well, they were hurt. And, but everybody laughed. We were like, do it again.
Yeah. That was fun.
Oh, we made a school bus out of like 10 skateboards and a refrigerator box.
Yeah.
And a wood crate. You were in there with us. And that was Mom. Not only that you let us do that, but you participated.
I know. And a couple things that you did.
Oh, we cut windows out and a windshield, and then everybody was like, lean left, lean right to steer it. And then obviously that wasn't going to work because nobody would lean. And we hit the curb, And that thing rolled down the side of a hill with all of us in there.
Yeah.
That thing splintered apart, broke apart.
Yeah.
And we were laughing our butts off.
Yeah.
And that was fun. See, I get it from you.
Well, you about broke my neck.
When?
Cherry Hills,
in
whatever.
Cherry Hills.
And you made that in the backyard. You made a, what do you call that? Great big
snow ramp.
a ramp.
Like, yeah, we the yard, it was on a couple acres. Or we had a couple acres there, and one part of the yard was pretty steep. It went down. It was like wooded, and it went down a hill, and it was perfect to sled down.
Yeah.
But at the bottom, we packed a ramp, and so we could get airborne.
We did.
You. You.
I know.
You went down the sled. You caught that ramp. You went up in the air. You did a flip in the air.
Yeah.
And then you landed
down on my head.
Well, yeah, but you landed in a snowbank.
I know, but right down in the snow.
Thank God there was snow there.
Yeah.
Thank God, because all that were sticking out were your feet. Just like little feet sticking out.
That was fun.
What was really funny is that we didn't even think that you could like suffocate down there or get stuck. We were just laughing.
I know.
And we just left you there laughing.
And my legs were kicking.
I know. Terrible, rotten kids. Yeah,
What kind of a mother am I?
You are the best mother. That was fun. That was really fun. So we definitely get our sense of adventure from you.
I think so.
You know, because you've always been very childlike, very young, very right along with us, going on the adventures. So that's nice.
Yeah. And we'd all go biking.
We would. We did all go biking. Oh, go-karts. We used to do go-karts.
Mini bikes.
Mini bikes.
My girlfriend Carlene and I, she'll remember that when we went. She said, now, she was the one that got me in on that, mini bikes. And she said, don't look down at the road. Don't ever look down at the road. Look ahead of the road. I said, okay. So we were going, and I hit that ditch and came back up and flipped.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun. You were like kind of like a tomboy. No, you were like a fancy girl that just got into all kinds of adventures.
Well, I just like to be. I walked to the drugstore doing walkovers.
What's walkovers? Like backflips?
No, you just walk. You just put your hands down, walk over, get back, come back up, and then walk over.
Like front flips, like front.
I didn't flip. It's walkovers.
Oh.
You just put your hand down.
But you went upside down.
Like a cartwheel, except not to the side, over.
Wow.
And then you get up and you just walk over. And then my brother walked with me on his hands, and we'd walk to the drugstore like that.
Isn't that something? That's crazy. Stilts and pogo sticks and... Yeah, I'm really, really, really glad that I grew up when I did.
Yeah.
It was the best. So, now, thinking of all this, doesn't it make you want to go ride the teacups?
Yeah.
Remember Grandma on the teacups?
Yes, I do.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
And she was, you were saying, stop spinning her that fast.
Yeah.
And she said, don't listen to them.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, mind your own business.
Yep.
Stay in your own cup.
Yeah, they're not in ours. That was funny. Grandma loved Disneyland.
Yeah, she did.
She loved Disneyland. And I would just rent a wheelchair so I could just zoom around with her.
Yeah.
Not that she couldn't walk, that she just looked at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you look at
Well,
that
that
this.
was the first time she'd ever been to Disneyland in her whole life.
I know. We were there a couple days. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
But, so see, there's another reason you have to go to Disneyland.
Okay.
We got to go for Grandma.
I'll go.
You will?
I'll go.
Okay, and we'll do a video there.
Okay.
And you got to wear comfortable shoes. Please wear comfortable shoes.
I'll bring comfortable shoes.
No, just wear, Mom, just wear like running shoes, sneakers, like tennis shoes, whatever they're called.
Like my workout shoes?
Yes, and workout pants and a nice comfortable shirt, and I'll get you some mouse ears and a corn dog.
No, I'm not wearing mouse ears.
You are going to wear...
corn cob pipe.
Not a corn cob pipe, a corn dog.
Oh, a corn dog.
Or some, I don't know, a cotton candy or something.
No, not cotton candy. That's so sticky.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's sticky.
It's the
I
best.
don't like sticky.
We'll go on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I don't know. I say Caribbean.
Caribbean, same thing.
We'll go on. We'll go in the Haunted Mansion.
You know what I liked? I like those different places where you go in, they go inside and they give you a ride.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like that.
You like the
yeah,
where it's like all like it's like a whole themed.
Yes.
Like you just feel like you're in that whole world.
Right.
I'm obsessed with Walt Disney, Mom.
Yeah, I know you are.
I am obsessed with Walt Disney.
You always have been.
I tried to buy his house in Los Feliz when it went up for sale. I did, and then when I found out I lived in the neighborhood that he lived in, can you imagine that I
never want to move?
Never. The fact that like that merry-go-round in Griffith Park is right there, like I could jog to that.
Yeah.
And where Grandma would work out in the park is right there.
Right.
And the bench that he sat on was right there by that merry-go-round, and he thought of Disneyland sitting on that bench.
Well, didn't you go to a restaurant because he went there?
Well, no, I used to go to that restaurant just because I liked the restaurant. And then they told me, they were like, hey, did you know this is Walt Disney's favorite restaurant? And that this is that you're sitting at his table. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, this is, and then they were like, look at the etches on the table. Look at the, like he carved in characters, and this was Walt's favorite restaurant called the Tam O'Shanter.
Yeah.
And he said, and this is where the storybook architecture was inspired from. So when you look at Snow White and you look at like the architecture of like those villages, you know, that whole little village, that storybook architecture it inspired him because of the way Tam O'Shanter was built and some of the houses in that area were built. I'm actually going to go take a couple pictures of those houses and of the Tam O'Shanter before I put this video up. And I'll include that in there so people can see.
Fun.
And then you can see like that influence, you know. I love Disneyland.
I know.
I do. And I know people say this and people say that. Like, people always have an opinion. I don't care. I don't care. Mouse. I've just always been, even like when I make my Christmas villages, right?
Yeah. And they're beautiful.
I have
2,000?
Yeah, maybe 2,000 buildings. I have been collecting those for 20 years.
Yeah, more than that.
And I haven't put them out in a couple years. It's just, I have to start it in September. It's like a really, and I'm not going to put them out this year either, but I love creating these little worlds and these villages, and I love all the detail, like the little lamp poles and the streets and the cobblestone, and just creating these...
The ice skaters on the water.
All of it. I just really, I have real lakes and real waterfalls, and that's what I loved about Disneyland, is that you would go in there and
I could see where you were influenced by that.
Every land was different and it was detailed. You know, it's not like where you go to a regular amusement park and it's just like ride. I would look, and this, I guess that's where like I'm like Grandma, because I would look at all the details and just I would just stop and admire like how much thought went into this land,
right?
Into the, even when you're standing in line, the queue was made to feel like every detail. Some are made out of rope, some are made out of wood. There's just, I love that.
My mouth is so dry.
It is because you ate pumpkin. You drink your pumpkin latte.
I'm not drinking a pumpkin latte.
Yes, you drink a pumpkin latte.
No.
Mom, it's the fall, and the rules are you have to drink a pumpkin latte.
No, my God, no. No. You
don't like pumpkin coffee?
Well, what in the world is pumpkin coffee?
It's fall.
It's gonna make me sick. I can't even look at it.
Mom, everybody likes pumpkin in the fall at Starbucks. Everybody looks forward to it.
Don't! I'm gonna make a mess in your car if you don't get it out of my face.
You didn't like this?
I think it tastes like raw pumpkin pie. They didn't even bake the damn thing.
Mom, that's just cream cheese in there.
Get it away from me. How can you keep eating that nasty thing?
Mom.
I don't want to talk about it.
You didn't like that pumpkin muffin?
No.
Everybody likes pumpkin when it's fall. Everybody. You had pumpkin ravioli. I know I did. I can't believe you actually ate pumpkin. Yes. It was real pumpkin. All right, we're at Red Maple Cafe, and Mom is going to try a pumpkin-filled ravioli. I can't believe you're at least going to try it. Just try it. Well, well, yes or no?
Wow.
Wow, what?
I didn't think I would like it.
So you do like it?
I do like it.
Wow, I'm having on the edge of my seat. Jeez. I got a flair for dramatics.
Well, it's
Is it good?
Yes.
Is it really good?
It really
You're eating pumpkin.
pumpkin ravioli with pumpkin sauce.
Okay. Okay, is that what it is? Because nobody makes a pumpkin pie like you. You make the best pumpkin pie I've ever had in my life, and everybody agrees.
Yes.
And you love pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie.
But you don't like any pumpkin flavored anything.
No.
Except for like these raviolis today. But
well, it's made out of real pumpkin. That other stuff wasn't pumpkin.
Right, it's just like some kind of was that what it is?
It was just
That's so funny. Would you ever go skydiving?
I do want to go skydiving. I've hand glided before.
Really?
And I want to go skydiving.
Wow.
No, what I want to do first.
Wait. You went hang gliding?
Yeah.
Now, when the heck did you go hang gliding?
Well, when I owned a business, and one of my employees was a hang glider, and he asked me if I'd like to go up and give it a go.
You did?
I did.
How did I never hear this?
I would probably get in trouble if you knew.
No, tell me, like, what was it like?
It was, it takes your breath away. You know, that first jump off the cliff, I ran out of breath. I held my breath for the longest time.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. But before I wanted to go skydiving, I want to zip line.
Oh, I love zip lining.
I want to go to Thailand or wherever it is.
We don't have to go all the way there. I mean, we can, but there are some really cool zip in Catalina. There's a series of zip lines. San Diego Wild Animal Park has some zip lines. Why don't we try some of those?
I'm crazy about that. I want to go on that so bad.
I love
but you know, I'm
too fat to go on them now.
No, you know.
No, there's like a 200-pound weight limit at San Diego, and I'm 250. I can't go on it now. But I will. You can get.
Pounds.
No, not yet. Do you really want to go skydiving?
Well, my brother did, and he said it was really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's another adventure? So Danny's dying to go skydiving.
Well, good.
So all three of us, we can do it together.
Okay.
Eric will not do it.
But you have to have an instructor. You can't just go and jump out of the plane, you know. You have to have an instructor, and you have to take lessons.
Are you really actually saying that to me like I don't have the IQ, like I have the IQ of a spoon?
Well, you have to pack your own chute.
Well, Mom, no, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Well, of course we're going to go with an instructor. What, do you think I'm just going to go up there and jump out of an airplane?
Well, I hope not.
Or we'll get up, hey, Mom, push! Have fun! Oh, that would be fun. You know, I was taking helicopter lessons for a little while.
I know you were.
I was taking flying lessons, and then I wanted to learn how to fly a helicopter. Boy, Julia, that was so funny. I
can imagine.
I took a picture and sent it. I was flying over his house. He was furious. He was so furious. He's like, my mother's in the house. What if you crash into the house with my mom there? He was so angry. But I didn't feel that comfortable. The helicopter feels different than a plane.
Well,
so
yeah.
I decided that wasn't something I wanted to pursue because I don't feel that safe in helicopters. I try not to get in helicopters if I don't have to. Sometimes I will take them, like if I have to like get out to the desert or like out in New Orleans.
Where you wouldn't go over the bridge.
I was terrified to drive over that Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain.
Yeah, so I took a helicopter over it. Whatever. But see, you still have adventure.
I do have adventure, but I'd rather dance than do those adventures.
Well, there's not much more adventuring than jumping out of a plane. Would you ever want to go like mountain climbing?
No.
Me either. Why?
No. Leave that to the goats. Leave that to the goats. I'm not sure-footed enough.
Leave that to the goats. And I know you don't want to go scuba diving.
No, nothing water.
Nothing water.
I know you wanted to get me in that crate when you went to South Africa. Where was that?
Crate?
When those sharks?
Oh, I ended up not going. Another friend of mine went. He went cage diving, Yeah, he went down in. I decided not to do that.
At the last minute?
I didn't even go to South Africa, Mom. I ended up not going.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
I did tell you. My friends went. They went cage diving. I just
Oh, I didn't know.
No, yeah, that was a long time ago.
That
Poor Mom. This whole time he thought I was in a cage with a shark. That's so funny. That's hilarious. And you drive fast. You have always been a race car driver.
Yeah, I love speed.
That's another thing since you were young.
Race. I went out on the strip too.
What's the strip?
The drag strip.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
And what car were you racing?
I don't want to tell you.
Tell me.
No.
Go ahead, tell me. What?
Because...
Was it a Pinto?
No. No. It was my Mark IV.
Oh, a Lincoln. You were drag racing a Lincoln Continental?
Yeah, it was so fast.
Was it really?
Not after I got it out on the strip, though.
Did you blow the engine?
No, I just thought it was fast until I had the timing light tell me I wasn't fast.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you've been drag racing your friends and doing cookies since you were a kid, too.
Mm-hmm.
When we had that electric car. You said it was dangerous for you because you can't drive slow.
Right, I didn't want to drive it.
And this is your first time in an electric car, right?
Yeah.
All right. So when you step on the gas in this car, it's going to feel a little different. Ready?
Okay. Oh, you sucker. Slow down.
Oh, my God. Stop.
You
Dear BMW, good job. Even now,
Yeah,
you can't help driving fast.
right. Well, I was in a drag race with those two kids in the BMW, and I beat them. And they were shamed. The guy looked over and went, "Oh, no, boo. Oh, dude." And he said, "She beat you." And he looked over at me and went...
I hope you were not in a city street endangering people's lives.
I was in my Mercedes, and I wiped him right off that BMW. Just passed him right up and smiled. Thumbs up.
How funny.
And they pulled up laughing.
That's always why my car needs a tune-up after you use it, I think.
No.
It is. Every time I get you use one of my cars, I'm like, it's running a little rough. You just put your foot to the floor.
I do, but I've never driven this car.
Yeah, it's funny.
This is too much for me. This is actually, you have to be a computer...
No, you do not.
Computer programmer to drive this car.
I only drive this car now when I'm filming. Right? Because Grandma, this was her favorite car.
I know.
And she said, don't ever get rid of this car. Please, this is the only... She hated the little two-seater cars. They were too small for her to get in. She didn't like the G-Wagon, the trucks she didn't like. She hated the sports cars. She liked the speed of the sports car.
Yeah.
She hated getting in and out of it.
Yeah, but she loved this car.
And this one was her favorite.
She likes the lights.
Yeah, that's the simplest thing.
Turning colors, the 5 fragrances that you can have.
So I will never get rid of this car, and I will always film in this car. And even though I drive other cars, this is my filming car, always in memory of her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Disneyland at Halloween.
Okay, but can I thank Pat for these?
Yeah, of course you can. That's a nice necklace.
Pat, I want to thank you for my earrings, and I took one off so I could show it to you up close. This is one of them.
Is it upside? Oh, I have it upside down. Oh, that's... Can I see it? I don't know if I can even see it. Oh, that's pretty... So Pat sent you these earrings and that necklace?
Yes.
How sweet of her.
Isn't it beautiful?
They look fantastic. You look great.
Thank you.
Nice. Very nice. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Alrighty. Well, I love you.
Well, I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.